bubble. Welcome back to the bubble, ladies and gentlemen, and Cossacks 3. We are playing a... let's see. We're playing a game of 2v2. And right now I just feel like the start is really slow for me. And it's a bit of a... Let's see, it's a multiplayer game, obviously, 2v2. We have 20 minutes of peacetime, and during that time, hopefully we'll be able to set up a good enough base for us to start working on. The sound is really high in my headphones. I'm just gonna lower it a little bit, and hopefully that doesn't cause any disturbance for you. Let's go. Oh my god, everything. My build is so slow right now. With 20 minutes of peacetime, we might as well start working on... start getting the musketeers and not pikemen. Let's see. We have started to get some idols, but I would like to find gold mines, actually. Although it doesn't look like that is the case right now, that we will be able to find a lot of those. There we go. And now all of you can start going on food instead. And there we got the next gold mine. Send 5 of you to that. Now you can start building the academy. Point-wise, we're actually doing alright, fortunately enough. Fortunately enough. But who knows for how long we'll be doing alright. I'm really having a hard time focusing on a lot of different things at the same time for some reason. I've heard the myth that guys can't do several things at the same time. But I'm trying to break the mold. Very low on food. Okay, so we might actually need to start sending some units over to food. But with the production and with every peasant created, the food production will increase. But it looks like that is going to be the biggest problem now for the beginning. I'm playing as Austria. Of course, we're all set to random civs. But with Austria, I can create some pretty fast cavalry already in the 17th century from the stable, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I don't think we can capture peasants or town centers, but I'm not quite sure. I do want to start the diplomatic center as fast as possible, so everyone who's working on stone go over to work on wood instead, and then we can start sending peasants from one town hall over to stone. We need 6.3 of each to get the next town center up. So far we can't get any more upgrades, so now I'm going for these ones. I need more food and more iron to get those. Thinking. Food is doing alright right now. So let's zoom out a little bit, see if we can get any more gold mines. Yes, right there. So start with 2 mines, 1 gold and 1 coal, because we need to get the coal production up and running as well. And now we can increase the wood production. And there we go. How many do we have left? 4. Actually thinking that might just as well start working on that iron mine, to be honest. 3,000 iron in order to get the diplomatic center, and we need to get that as soon as possible, actually, so we're already quite far behind on that point. You can start building a storehouse there, and we'll send even more peasants over to start wood production there, or wood harvesting rather. 1 peasant over there, great stuff. Point wise, I'm still doing pretty well. I think all of us are below, at least below 55 in total wins. I think I have like 40 something. And I'm not the most experienced out of everyone playing in this game. But still, I'm gonna try to do my absolute best. Now, these are the Croats that I was talking about. They're pretty weak. They're pretty weak. So I'm thinking that I might just do a couple And then go over to knights, actually, reiters. So we have a big ass, really heavily armored wall. But the thing is, now with as much peacetime, everyone's most likely going for ranged, only ranged. And then the reiters can like soak up a lot of that damage, or we want dragoons who will actually just cause a bunch of damage as well. Difficult stuff to balance all this. But now we need to get the Diplo Center up. I don't think we have we are allowed to build cannons, but we still need it for the 18th century, so we'll go ahead and get that. Now I won't start upgrading my troops until there is... Actually, I'm going to destroy this one now. Hopefully we don't get too much collateral damage. We're still pretty far behind on wood production. But I'm thinking... Okay, we can actually also upgrade gold mines. Of course we're going to do that. Doesn't look like we caused too much friendly fire there. That's good. Can upgrade all of our gold mines. That's really, really great. Now let's actually see if we can sell... There we go. Maybe it wasn't the best idea to sell iron for wood, but I would really like to trade up so that I can build... There we go. The next diplomatic or the next town center. Send that one to food, and then both of these guys can go to stone instead. There we go. You will build a storehouse right there. The Croats, I'll start sending them on a bit of a scouting mission, and I'm holding shift, which will cause them to after they've gone to the first place, they will just keep going to the second. So I'm just having them run back and forth between these slots. There we go, some idle peasants that can build a mine. And now we have quite a few idle mines, that's really good. And it's all gold mines, obviously, so this is going to be really good for our economy. We can build another storehouse there. And there are so many upgrades that we need to get so quickly. Now, you can build another mine using the hotkeys. Makes it a lot quicker. And there we go, you start working on... Okay, so peasant from this one, go to work on food. And now I want all idle peasants to go work on that mine, and we need to start guarding our mines, because I think there are quite a few and they can still get captured. And now start making just some archers and then a whole bunch of round shears. Actually, why make round shears? Actually, I think I'm still do that. Austrian round shears, of course. They are indigenous, or whatever you want to call it, for Austria. So theirs are a lot stronger than the one from the Diplo Center. But still, I want to use my barracks to create musketeers. So that's what I'm going to use them for. Room for one more. Then we can build one more stable. And we can start... hotkeying our important buildings. There we go. So now the barracks are number 1, stables number 2, and number 3 I want the 18th century barrack, number 4 Diplo Center, 5 market. So I keep an eye out on my most important buildings. 8 minutes left of peacetime. Point wise, yellow has really started to get up there. And it looks like my Croats died. Because they came into, let's call it, non-neutral territory. And I'll start upgrading my musketeers now as well, with 7 minutes left. We might as well. I want to start upgrading as many of my mines as possible. And I want these upgrades as well. I need gold for that one. So let's start... with this old biddy selling stone for gold. Then get this first upgrade, and the stone should start just trickling in quite nicely. Create our first formation of 120 musketeers, and just keep upgrading. Actually, I'll start focusing on damage for these ones. And we need to finish that stable as well. What do I need for this one? A whole bunch of coal, I have it. 5,300 iron, that's the problem. And 3,600 gold. Get the cavalry recruited a lot quicker. We are getting passed hard by yellow point-wise right now. They're starting to build walls. Maybe that might be a good idea, but it's just palisade walls, so they can be pretty easily destroyed. But at least we can give it a shot. There we go. Actually, like this, this. We'll see how many peasants we'll be able to get to, if we're able to get that one up in time. But I'm thinking that I'd rather try to be pretty aggressive in the start. We have 5 minutes left of peacetime. Just keep upgrading and get more officers and start making dragoons instead of Croats. Run out of dwellings now as well. Hot damn. Start building another stable, and that's of course not good, so we'll have to start building some houses around here. There we go. And I would like this upgrade, but it's so expensive. I'd rather go into more stone production, to be honest. What do we have? 85. And I need to start using my peasants to build walls. Let's use all of you. Start building here as well, please. And this upgrade, but it's so expensive. I don't want to really get it yet. At least our production is up again now. And the damage is maxed out on the musketeers, so now we can start increasing these or investing in these upgrades, but they're so freaking expensive. All of them cost so much gold. But now we can start selling our stone for gold, and that will of course help us out. Increase the fire rate or firepower. And soon, there we go. Now we have the first gate. Open it. Send all my Croats, and they will be used to kind of run around and try to deal as much damage as possible. And they are absolutely smushing us point-wise. They got some kind of a insane power spike there. Could it be that they've reached 18th century already, maybe? Okay. The wall is being built. You can go work on that. What do we need now? We need a cathedral, but that's already being built. You can help out building it a little faster. And then we need to make sure that we have all the resources that we need. And we don't really have any of the resources we need currently. Sell that for iron. Well, then that's taken care of. Now we just need more food and more gold. Basic stuff, really. Another 120 formation. It's going to be interesting to see how soon they will start being aggressive. It's 1 minute 20 left of peacetime. And might be a good opportunity to start upgrading my troops. And I will not get that upgrade yet, because I first of all want food. There we go. Now we can go up to the 18th century. And after that we just need more gold, so we can start working on the 18th century barrack. 4,000 gold. Let's see if we can sell food for gold. Really bad prices, actually. So let's not do that just yet. 4,000 gold. Let's see, what would I like to trade? Idle peasants. Oh, I have quite a few idle peasants. Look like we have already finished building the palisade wall. That's good. So now all of the idle peasants can start working on the 18th century barrack. And now we are out of peacetime, so I will send my Croats. There we go. That's a wall. Doesn't look like it's a finished wall, though. But there they have a whole bunch of dragoons. So it's good that we can keep an eye out on that. Now, I want this upgrade as soon as possible. The Montgolfier. Might be a bit of a waste, but I really don't like being surprised. So that will just have to be a good investment, I guess. The archers. Okay, that's cool. So I will be using my Croats to ride around and try to get in here through the lower side. They are making Sish Cossacks, which is not going to be the biggest threat to me. Don't have enough dwellings. And also, let's go with another upgrade in firepower. Then I need the building construction time to decrease drastically. There we go. And now they saw me. So now they're started building. Let's see if we might actually be able to navigate around them. Okay, that sounded like a cannon. $22. Can any of them get through? 13. Let's see how much havoc they can reach. Or they can create. Fire rate increase. Man, but I need this upgrade. Need so many upgrades. So many things, so many things. And we cannot create any cannon towers either. And now stop with those, start making real dragoons and upgrade them. What do we need here? Everything of everything, really. We do have an idle mine, or a mine that isn't used to the full extent. And I also want to increase the durability of my palisades as much as possible. But dude, I need to get that 18th century barrack up and running. As soon as you're done with that, I want you to start working on wood, please. Wood, please. Come on. There we go. And we start making the Pandurs, because I think they are some of the among the most effective ranged troops. Even though they don't have bayonets, I still think they will be very, very useful. There we go. Another mine, but that shouldn't be unoccupied for much longer. And we can create another formation of round shears, and so we should do that. I really need to start attacking, to be honest. But I'm so comfortable right now. And point-wise, I mean, yellow is ridiculously strong. How do you have so many points? How, I ask you? Maybe they are just absolutely chalking it up in regards to upgrades. Upgrade, upgrade. And just get more dwellings up and running. And now we can start marching our troops up just to make sure that we rather have the... I'd rather be the aggressor than being smushed. Okay, and they have a whole bunch of hussars, so we might actually need a bunch of Croats as well, just to make sure that we don't get outrun. And we really need to start trading for this one. 3,600 gold. There we go. And also want this upgrade. So whenever we can start selling stone for iron as well, because all of my units basically, except for the Panduros, are armored. And there we go. And now I need to start sending all of my units kind of to the same direction, or the same location. There we go. Another unit of 120. Get into formation. And another general. 120 round shears. Good stuff. Good stuff. And keep upgrading the troops as well as soon as possible. And we have some priests to heal our troops as well. That's really great. Really, really great. Now I want this upgrade so the construction times are a lot quicker. Let's see. another town hall, and that the peasants from that one will go straight to stone production. Let's see. Any more great upgrades? Maybe this one, musket cost. So I don't think it only relates to musketeers, but it would cause every unit with a musket, rather, to be a lot cheaper. And that's, of course, what basically my entire army will consist of. Let's see, 4,900 food. Or gold, sorry. And then we will be able to upgrade this mine. There we go. Okay, where do we have all of my pandurs? 31 so far. I'm thinking that I might want an army, one stable only recruiting pandurs. How's it going over here? You are actually making formations, it seems. And purple is on the move. So I think that will make it a good opportunity for me to start marching as well. And pandurs, you get over there. Great, 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 great. Now we just need to sell enough stone to afford the next 18th century barrack. There we go. Let's upgrade so we can get visibility of all the mines. And all idle peasants can start working on stone there. You are idle, so you should actually be going there as well. But for some reason you don't count as idle. That's interesting to me. There we go. Still gold that we're kind of low on. Still trading. All the pandurs get into a good position because now they are starting to move on us. Why aren't you reaching? There we go. And now it started. Fortunately, the round shears are going to soak up a lot of the of their hussars. There we go. And now start sending all of my recruitments to the north. Every military unit start pushing through. Just start pushing. There we go. And now you will be number 3. And increase the damage of the muskets. There we go. We can afford another stable. So of course we want to build that. We can start working some more on stone. Let's go. Peasants into the mines. And now yellow is on the move as well. But purple is all wiped out. And I'm just destroying all the mine, everything that I'm capturing. I will not be playing for another... for getting another civ in this game. This is going well so far, even though my ears are absolutely bleeding because the volume is really high in my ears. But I hope that doesn't, that's not something that bothers you. And victory. That's beautiful. They quit. Good game, everyone. They had a clear lead point-wise, and according to the points... Boo, blink. Yeah, he has a lot more points as well than me. And he's making musketeers, 18th century musketeers from Piedmont, I think. Yeah. And he made hussars, so no ranged cavalry, only hussars. But we did a great job. It was a fun game. But the thing with Cossacks 3, I mean, if you start getting overwhelmed, there are very few people, except for like Color Fit maybe, who can actually turn it around when you start getting overwhelmed. But it was a fun game nonetheless. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.
a weird bubble.